Okay.
Welcome back to Briggs on Books, our international talk show where we talk to authors from all over the world about their books, about their process. How do they get a book published anyway? Well, we have somebody coming up. By the way, if you're looking for your next book to read, check this one out. Ain't Nothing But a Number. Ain't Nothing But a Number. It's an exciting book, and we're going to talk about not just the book, but I just happen to have the author of the book right here. See if I can click and bring her. There she is, Yetta Yvette. Welcome, Yetta.
Hi, Mike. Thanks for having
Yeah,
me.
I'm going to put that book cover up because it's very dramatic and very well
Yeah,
done.
it's dramatic, all right.
A heart
The
broken.
story is it's a love story,
Hmm.
so it gets very personal. Yeah, age ain't nothing but a number. I love that saying.
Now, tell us a little, without giving too much away, tell us a little bit about what happens in the book.
Okay, yeah. Well, age ain't nothing but a number is a memoir. It's based on an incredible story of my life. It's about a young woman who falls for a successful businessman and who's much older.
Hmm.
And it's a story of love, trials and tribulations, loss, and redemption.
Mm.
I mean, this story is unique. It's unlike any story you've ever heard of. Um, very, very different. I've been told once you read it, you're reading the book, it's hard to put it down because it's very juicy,
Mm.
very juicy. Um, and it took me 6 months to write it, and it was just like flowing. It was just and creatively, everything just came to me because, like I said, this is my life story, and it happened to me,
It really happened.
and
Yeah.
yeah, it really happened. It happened to me.
When I was reading a synopsis of the book, I'm saying, man, that's a good story. But now that you said it's true, it changes everything. Now it's really intriguing. I got to read it now.
Yeah, I guarantee you, Mike, you will not want to put it down.
Yeah.
That's what everyone that tells me that who reads it, they say, "Oh my gosh, I read it in 2 days because they didn't want to put it down,
You got
or
to,
even in one." And I'm like, "Really?"
yeah.
Like they were like, "Yeah, we
Yeah.
couldn't put it. I couldn't put it down." So
What
it
do you,
is that kind of book. I get very personal.
I know it's a memoir, but what genre would you call it? Romantic or I don't know.
You know what? That's a good question. I would say it can go for romantic.
Hmm.
It can.
Yeah.
Because there's love between an older man and a younger woman
Hmm.
who come together at a time when it was so necessary.
Hmm.
Two people had different things going on in their lives, and then people ask, how does something like that
Yeah.
happen? And the story kind of gives you the outline. It
Yeah.
shows you
Yeah.
how something like that can really happen,
Yeah.
you know.
Things happen. That's for sure. And I'm anxious to see. I love to study things like this. How did it
Right.
happen? How did the course go, and how did it resolve? Which from the book cover, I'm going to say didn't resolve really well. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
I don't want to give away anything, but there is a picture of a broken heart on there.
Oh yeah. See, and then that's the thing. I don't want to have to give it away either.
Yeah.
But it's suspenseful, and when you get to that part, you're gonna be like, oh, like.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Now, you wrote it in 6 months. That's amazing. Like I said,
All right.
there are millions of authors or writers out there who are not yet authors because they haven't been
Mhm.
published yet that are trying to finish their book and get their book out there, or they finished it. Now they got to figure out how to get it published. There's so many steps in this thing, and to hear
Right.
you
That's
wrote it in
true.
6 months is amazing.
Yeah, it just kept coming. And to be honest with you, I did not want to write it. I mean, honestly, I wrote it only because of a calling that I received from the higher power.
Mm-hmm.
And it just I rebelled. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. What? My personal information, you know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
like, no. And then the voice kept
Yeah.
coming and it was stronger.
Great.
And then I was being disobedient. It was like, you know, and then it all started to come together. It started to make sense. It's like everything that we go
Yeah.
through it for a reason. So I kept on questioning, like, why did I go through this
Yeah.
particular situation, you know?
Yeah.
And then when I heard the voice, and it was because I had the a breakdown because it was just a bad day for me.
Mm.
And I broke down, and then that's when the voice came, and I'm like, oh my God, just, I just heard the voice,
Yeah.
so, and it was God. So I was like, okay, but I didn't start writing at that very moment. I was like, whatever, I'm not doing that. And I kept on my daily, kept on doing my thing, didn't pay attention to it. And then it came again, and it was louder and it was harsher.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh,
Well,
I
I
better
can't.
do it,
Yeah, you're not the
you
first
know.
author who said they get a calling. They hear the voice, and
Really?
if the higher,
Yeah.
higher power is calling you, you better listen. You better
Yeah,
answer.
you better
And
listen. And
also
that's what
those,
I tell anyone.
yeah,
If you get hear the voice, you're a chosen one.
yeah.
So you better listen.
Also, like you, those who do hear the voice or hear the calling, they write them pretty quickly, like you did. So it's amazing. That's an amazing part of the story. Now,
Yeah, I think.
yeah. Now, who should read this? Women, men, everyone, I guess.
Yeah, everyone over 18, I would
Yeah,
say.
over 18. Okay.
Yeah, everyone and it's not appropriate for below 18, but 18 and up is fine. And everyone should read it. It's a story. I mean, within the story, you'll be able to relate to certain
Mm-hmm.
parts, I'm sure, because I touch on different things. And you'll be like, oh yeah, okay, that happened to me or whatever. You'll be able to relate to it. For sure.
What formats can we find the book? Like, is it on the Kindle or things like that?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's in an ebook on the Kindle,
Mm-hmm.
the book, you know, which is available on my website and Amazon and Barnes and Noble, where books are sold.
By the way,
And
we have a website on the screen, author yettayvette.com. They can find the book there and order it.
that's it. You
Yeah,
got it. And that's, yeah. And then, yeah, that's
yeah.
it.
Now,
Yeah.
what I like to do with books is I never order one. I'm saying this to our viewers. I never order one. I always click 5 times, order 5, and give them away to people. And I always, like, you go to a house party, a dinner party, you want to take a host gift. I
Yeah.
used to take a bottle of wine. Now I take a book, and I'm always
Okay.
forget somebody's birthday, and I've got a stack of books sitting around. So order a few of those things.
That's cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Um, Yet
Yeah.
we've run out of time. You're so fascinating. I could just keep talking to you all day. Any last thoughts for our viewers about the book or anything else you want to
Um,
talk about?
Well, the overall, yeah, I do have one message I would like to share with the audience. The overall message in the book, as well as now, I would like to say, don't give up. No
Mm,
matter how hard times get, we are living in some difficult times right now. And if you read my story, boy, it was tough. My
yeah.
characters, I have two books, another one called Football Superstar,
Ah,
and that's inspired by a true story.
okay.
It's very difficult, but like my characters, resilient. They
Mm,
fight, they don't give up. We
yeah.
push hard.
Right. I
And
think.
that's what I say for anyone
Well,
that
well,
in now,
I say
in
I'm
this
going to give
time.
this as a gift. I know people are going through some stuff, and I'm going to give
Yeah,
them
they
this book
are.
from
And
somebody who is resilient and got through it.
yeah, I'm tough. I'm a tough cookie.
I'm sure you've got another book going on in your head somewhere. Um,
Actually, I'm kind of retiring from books. I'm getting out into screenwriting
yeah.
because the books can be adapted to a film. So I'm concentrating more in that arena.
Yeah, I forgot I had this great introduction worked out for you, but Yetta Yvette is author now, a screenwriter, a model, a cosmetologist.
Oh
You
yeah,
got
yeah.
all
There's
these
other
things.
titles. I just didn't
Good for
list them
you.
all, but they are others.
That's good for you. Thank you for coming on the show. I hope you'll come back again
Thank
and
you.
again. I really enjoy talking to you.
Same here, Mike. I really do. Thank you so much, and God bless
All
you.
right, and for our viewers, don't go anywhere because there's going to be another author coming up right after this.
All right.